The divorce rates in many countries across the world is at this point pretty close to 50%. What do you think is the root of most divorces around the world? Well, finance is a big one, but it's not really something you can control, and it's also not as much of a problem in Muslim communities, alhamdulillah. I'm gonna tell you the number one root cause, but you have to promise to not be offended. It is actually getting married to someone without having many options. Marrying someone not because she's compatible with you, but because you don't really have any other choice. She's the most compatible one out of the two, let's say. And also, when you don't have many options, what happens is you're going to keep thinking about the women that you saw and you could have married. You could have asked for marriage because they showed some interest, but you missed your chance. And now you ended up marrying this girl that your mom recommended and you don't really like her. Like, she's okay, but you're not really happy. You're thinking about Fatima that made eye contact with you at uni that one time. And that's going to bug on you so much and it's going to ruin your relationship. So what can you do? You have to diversify your options. Truth is, whether you admit it or not, 95% of girls you talk to will not want to marry you. Unless you're like Mahdi Tijani or something, this is what the numbers are gonna look like for you, unfortunately. But here's the beauty. The 5% who will marry you, you get to decide what number that's going to be. Because if you meet 100 women, 5 of them will probably want to marry you. And if you talk to 200 women, 10 of them will want to marry you. You probably have a lot of time to do that. I mean, at this point, you probably talk to 200, 300 women. You just haven't really asked for their hand in marriage. And this is the problem. If you are sitting there now and you don't know who you're going to marry, you're thinking, oh, Fatima from uni, maybe she will ask me out at some point. Or maybe my mom will find me a nice hijabi girl and maybe I'll really like her, who knows? You're not taking any responsibility or accountability for the most important thing of your entire life. So next time that you go out, you're at the city, you are at the train station, you're at uni, you're at the gym, wherever you are, and you see a girl who seems to have her deen in check, she seems to be quite pure, you can see it in her eyes. By the way, check out the 4 green flags to look out for in women before asking them out and seeing if they're interested in you. There's a link below in the description. But as soon as you see it, you make eye contact. Don't hesitate. Stop fearing rejection because regret is way more painful, and I promise you, you're going to go home and you're going to be thinking about, oh, I could have married her. She could have been such a good wife. And even worse, you're going to be thinking about those things when you do get married. It's going to ruin you. So as soon as you make eye contact, just go up to her. Don't be creepy. Just approach her in a calm and halal way. Just say, hey, I haven't seen you around. Do you live around here? Are you a Muslim? What's your nationality? Ask these questions, get to know her a bit. Then as quickly as possible start asking about marriage, and then maybe you'll get her contact number to possibly get your mom to talk to her mom, or you just message her and ask her what she's like to figure out if you guys are compatible. It's very easy. You just need to make that initial approach and get the contact. What's gonna happen is if you keep doing this, you're going to figure out what your type is, and you'll be able to figure out which girls you are attracted to, which girls you're interested in, and which girls you're not so interested in. And in that way, you're not going to make the wrong choice when it comes to marriage because you'll know exactly what you want. Always keep that in mind. You need to have a huge selection of women and you have to pick the one that's most compatible. We need to normalize halal cold approaching. That's what I call it. And I'm not talking about creepy DMs trying to slide in with her. I'm talking about straight up figuring out as quickly as possible whether she wants to get married to you or not. But even more important than that, if you are looking to get married soon, you have to improve yourself as much as humanly possible. Now, I talk about this a lot in my channel where you have to, learn to fight, you have to learn to make some money, you have to get your deen in check, you have to get in shape. I remind you this every single day, so if you subscribe to my channel, I'm going to be coming up on your feed every day telling you what to do to improve yourself on the day. And obviously, if you subscribe to me, you have to do these 20 push-ups after every single prayer. That's going to improve you maximally. Keep improving and always, always keep it halal.